Hello again and welcome to the Dermatoscope review for podiatrists. I'm Ivan Bristow and I'm very pleased to be able to introduce this review of a brand new device onto the market, which is the Heine IC1 digital dermatoscope. Now, Heine makes some very good medical precision instruments and have been doing for many years, and they've been making some excellent dermatoscopes for quite a few years as well. So I was very keen to get my hands on this and give it a good field test. The device itself is pretty unique because as a dermatoscope it won't work unless it's attached to your smartphone, and I'll comment on that in a moment. Hence this is called a digital dermatoscope rather than just a standard dermatoscope. The device itself is used as a contact or an immersion device, which means that this viewing plate is placed directly onto the lesion to view it via the smartphone or the Apple device. It's powered by a lithium copolymer battery, which is housed in the body of the device here, switched on very simply by pressing that. As you can see, very nice optical quality there. And you can switch between two settings. It has a non-polarized and a polarized setting powered by two LEDs each. And you can see just by simply pressing the buttons on the side here, there's one there and one there. They both do the same thing, and they enable the user to easily switch between the different views. And that's just switched on and off with a power slider here. Camera is very easy to recharge. It's done via a typical USB, so we have a small USB slot there. And the charger along with the cable is provided, of course. You simply plug the device in. One of the clever things about this, you'll see there's a little light unit there, and that light comes on and shines in an orange colour when power's getting low. It's a very good reminder that you need to charge up your dermatoscope before the battery runs flat. So very simply you plug it in, and as it's charging, this will then turn into a green flashing light, which then flashes to let you know that charging is underway. And as soon as it's fully charged, which will take, well, I tried it on mine and it was roughly about an hour, and the device then shows a static green light, which means that it's fully charged and ready to go. So, as I alluded to earlier, this device works in conjunction with the iPhone, and the iPhone that I've got here is the iPhone SE. The device is able to couple up at the moment to the iPhone 5 and 6 ranges, and that's done via a very simple fitting unit. You can see here it's basically it houses the relevant phone. This one here, of course, is for the 5, as my phone is, but it works very simply in that the phone is just placed into the device and snapped into place very quickly like that. So the phone is then placed within that, and the two are then married up very simply by sliders, which you place the phone in, click, and the two are then together. What this means is that not only have you got the power of a very good dermatoscope, but you've got the power of the phone camera, if you like, the smartphone camera that's built in. Now, what this means is that with the device itself, you have a 10 times magnification built into the unit, but then using the digital camera within the phone, you can potentially get magnifications up to the range of 40 times, which means that you can get some very fine detail visualized, and also be able to record those images using the smartphone camera very quickly. The viewing area itself for this is very good. You can see there's quite a wide viewing plate there. It comes with a graticule across it, which is the posh word for the measuring scale along the side, which is in millimeters. But overall, the clarity and the field of vision is very wide, even for some of the larger lesions that we may see. For inaccessible areas, you can replace that with what's known as a small lesion plate, and I mentioned this when I was reviewing the Opticlar. The contact plate is very easily removed just simply by twisting, and then the new one can be placed like so by twisting back on again. Switching the device on then, for the inaccessible areas like between the toes, you have a device then which is able to visualize small lesions on the fingers or, for example, on the toes, and means that you can easily view for those hard to reach places. Very nice touch, but the small lesion plate is an additional extra in the costs of the device, which I'll come on to at the end. So what do I think about the device? Well, I have to say that the image quality on this Heine IC1 is fantastic. A lot of time and effort's been spent on the LEDs and the colour quality, and certainly it feels that way in the design, that you're seeing something which is very, very clear and the colours are very, very bright. So in that respect, I would say that its image quality is probably better than that of the Opticlar in that respect. The colour rendering is very, very good, the visual quality is very good, and of course you can easily take a photograph with it, as that's its job as a digital dermatoscope. In addition to that, you can download the free app which comes with the Dermatoscope from Heine. It's very, very simple to use, but basically it allows you to take photographs, then attach it to a small database so that you can catalogue every lesion that you see. Information there is on the Heine website about that, but essentially what this does allows you to record all the details, link it up to the photo, and then allows you to email that off to patients or to other healthcare professionals so that they have a record of what you've seen and some of the clinical details with it. So the bottom line, what's the price of the device? Well, the basic IC1 dermatoscope with the viewing plate, as you see here, comes in at about £830, including VAT. On top of that, you'll need to purchase the relevant smartphone holder, and that comes in at about £45, including VAT. If you want the small lesion plate as an addition, which I would recommend, particularly working between the toes, that's an additional around about £90, including VAT. So if you total that all together, the cost of the dermatoscope kit comes in round about £970 all told. So more expensive than the Opticlar, but I have to say that the precision and the fact that this links with a phone already, that you have a device which is more than capable of taking some very clear, very good images. I can thoroughly recommend this device, particularly if you have a phone already. I never had an iPhone until I acquired this device, and I was so impressed, as the saying goes, that I bought myself a second-hand iPhone SE and just use it purely as a camera for use of this device. So overall, I would say that this is highly recommended, and if you're a smartphone user,